What's going on? DMVFanatics, Cowboys Nation. It's your boy DMV. Normally, I do my show at about 10 p.m. or, normally I'm on Mark Holmes' channel around 9 p.m. But today I decided to do a little bit of an early show, more of a happy hour, as it may, to kind of go over, it's really been the second week, day 8 of training camp. Yeah, man. And Anthony Barr was out there today, and what I wanted to do was capture an interview with him, hear him talk, hear some of the things that he has to say, and then I'm gonna, give you guys a reaction. Again, I haven't heard anything. I barely read something on DallasCowboys.com about what Anthony Barr had to say when they interviewed him today. A lot of reporters, they like to call it the Barr exam, and what I like for you guys to do really is to, fans, we probably should come up with something really clever. I've been kind of thinking of stuff like Barr exam is something they said, but like, I don't know, like somebody said bar none. I was thinking raising the bar. It would be something, kind of cool and clever to come up with for him. So leave those in the comment section, man, and let me know what you guys think about Anthony Barr really being here. Jack Meeker, what's going on? What's going on? So what I'm going to do is I am going to play this interview clip. Hopefully I don't get, dinged or anything like that. And then I'll react to it.
7-8 months. Didn't have a chance to go through OTAs, so just acclimation period. I feel great. Body feels great.
Hold on real fast. Let me get the sound right. I think
getting up to speed mentally. I think more so than physically, and then once I feel good there. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been a while since I've been on the field. 7-8 months. Didn't have a chance to go through OTAs, so just acclimation period. I feel great. Body feels great. Just about getting up to speed mentally. I think more so than physically, and then once I feel good there, hit the ground running. How do you feel your first situation you used by Yeah, I mean, obviously he had a lot of success in Atlanta and Seattle with some pretty big name players. So I'm just really willing to do whatever I'm asked to do to go out there and help the team get victories. So I think I'm a smart player, capable player. And I'm sure he'll find certain ways to use me. Yeah, obviously I got some connections with George Edwards, being in Minnesota. We got real close while I was out there, and we had some good success. I've heard nothing but great things about DQ, how he operates, and I think Dallas is a contender. I want to be on a team that I felt had a chance to win. I want the opportunity to play at a high level, and I'm excited to be here.
How do you think you fit with Micah Parsons and the things he does?
Man, I'm just trying to continue to help unlock his game and allow him to be the best player he can be. Obviously, he's had a great start last year. Pretty amazing what he was able to accomplish, and I think he could just continue to elevate and take it to the next level. And I'm hoping to be able to be a tool, a resource to him, and also learn from him and learn from all the guys. So I come in humble and ready to learn and ready to help.
The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Go Cowboys!
This is Camping Out, broadcasting.
So, yeah. Somebody said the arm bar. Yeah, I kind of like that right now. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. But he said some of the things that I really wanted to hear. But the biggest thing that he said that I picked up was that he wants to be able to unlock Micah Parsons' game. And the thing that I did read on DallasCowboys.com was that his big familiarity with George Edwards is why he's here. And then hearing that he believes that we're a contender. Oh, man, that just gave me chills, man. That really gave me chills because this was a signing that we really wanted. We wanted this a long time ago. Doesn't matter about when it happened, but it looks like the defense isn't playing any games. The defense really Dan Quinn wants to unlock something that we haven't seen in Dallas for quite some time. A lot of times our fan base, a lot of times people talk about 27 years this, 27 years that, but that was about the time, maybe 30 years ago is when when we really saw this defense become what I think it's very capable of being. Last year, I think that we made a major improvement from being here to about right here and being closer to, one of the top, in the top. We definitely were in the top half of defenses, closer towards the top 10. Now I just can't wait to see what kind of strides that we make, going forward. Now I know yesterday was a better day for the offense, but we're gonna see moving forward how, because ultimately a good team, there's back and forth. So to me, it really just showed. I'm really happy to see the offense showing some fight, because if they didn't show any fight and the defense was just winning every day, it would really just question to me whether or not how good of a football team we really are. So yeah, and adding Anthony Barr, like my guy Foot said, I think Foots did a video out there where he said that getting Anthony Barr really allows Micah Parsons to do whatever he wants to do. And I definitely agree with that. Not to mention adding another body, a veteran body, a capable body that gives us depth in a room where we had a question mark as far as health. LVE can go out at any time. Let's just call it what it is. He has neck issues a lot. Jabril Cox banged his knee up, and quite frankly, he came back a lot faster than what we thought. And then you got Damone Clark, who is a rookie who's not really expected to be here. So he's not really expected to really make an impact in this first year. He's going to be a good player, but you get what I mean. So linebacker was a question long in free agency, and now it's not so much a question. What's going on though? And feel free right now. I'm gonna put up the Q&A banner right now, the Q&A banner, and you guys know what that means. Who are familiar with the channel, man? That means that it's time for you guys to come up with questions, and I can answer them the best that I can. Happy Friday, everybody, man. I hope that everybody is having a prosperous Friday. Hopefully, everybody is going to enjoy their weekend. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. I know that there's supposed to be the blue-white scrimmage, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that, what time. I know that Mark left today, so I'm not sure what time he gets in. I think he gets in late tonight. And I think tomorrow he was planning on doing a live stream. So I'm not sure if I was going over there or not. What's going on, Thomas Garrett? What's going on? Oh yeah, my bad. I took the banner down, man. Yeah, feel free to answer any questions. Or ask any questions. My bad. I'll answer the question. Jack Meeker said the Hall of Fame induction. So Mark must be doing the Hall of Fame induction at his crib. Yeah. Life's Crazy asks, can Dennis Houston become the second or third guy, not counting Michael Gallup? Yes, I think that he can become that. The reason that I say that is because he'll have every opportunity to do so, especially with Michael Gallup not being out. So one thing that we do know is that they're going to kick the tires on these young guys. They're going to give them all the opportunity in the world to show their talent. Now, we have seen this before. We've seen where on other teams, sometimes confidence means everything. And I keep pointing that out. Dennis Houston could have a big preseason game. And if he has a big preseason game on August 13th against the Broncos, then I think that he's going to solidify himself for the roster. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already getting reps with the ones. Getting reps with the ones, it's really hard for you to get cut unless you just don't do anything with them or you kind of fade out. So he has every opportunity to do that. So I do think he can do that. Life's Crazy asks, how's the D-line looking? Second-year guys and rookies. So Mark Holmes was telling me that the D-line is looking really, really good right now. And I think more than anything, you'll be able to see on August 13th. If it's just that our O-line isn't in sync yet, or if our defensive line is really that good, because we solidified the middle a little bit, and I've been hearing great things about John Ridgeway and his hand placement, and Tristan Hill has been stepping up because everybody knows that Tristan Hill was on the bubble. Been hearing good things about Osa. Heard Osa actually slimmed down a little bit, so we'll see. Oh, somebody up here said Thomas Garrett said Anthony Barr will be wearing 51. That'll be a little weird to me, not really seeing him wear 55. But we all know who wears 55, and he damn near ain't gonna wear number 11 because that was his college number. So yeah, 51 it is. The Lunatic says, how disappointed is that 2021 second round pick Kelvin Joseph is being mentioned only as a special team player in year 2? It's not disappointing to me, and I'll tell you why. So ultimately, you want your draft picks to get out there, especially your second round picks, and you want them to make an impact. For one, you only judge your draft picks after year 3, so he still has some growing to do. But that also means that Anthony Brown is playing well. So Anthony Brown is not handing this position over, and the only way that Kelvin Joseph can get that position is if he steps it up a level. And Anthony Brown is coming off of a career year for him. I know that we hate Anthony Brown and sometimes he has timely penalties, but if you look at it from a whole, Anthony Brown had a pretty solid year last year. So I think that it's not disappointing. It just means he has to take his game up to another level. And the preseason games, I think, is where he can really show that with the bright lights and playing against somebody else and really showing that, he can take the football away. He can shut some of these guys down and he can carry out the scheme. Right now, Kelvin Joseph hasn't given them a reason for them to trust him personally, because remember last year he had a rocky start to the offseason, not really being there and being injured and coming in the middle of the year. Then you have the situation where he's a person of interest in a murder case. So Kelvin Joseph really hasn't been on any stable ground with the organization right now. So it's up to him to really earn that and really, take it, because the thing about football is nobody's going to give you anything. Sad KJ was getting schooled by TJ Vasher, but I also heard that KJ was winning most of those battles. And, I've also seen Vasher get locked up quite a bit too. And then when I had Kyle Yeomans on a couple last week, he was saying that, TJ Vasher's ceiling is up here, but he has to, start winning a lot more of those battles. So, you might have saw one play, but I mean, one play out of, I don't know, one play out of 30, man. I mean, I need to see more, Life's crazy. Says, would Dallas put more jet sweeps and more motion on the line, not just lineup, not movement? I think that because the receiver room is so thin right now, they have no choice but to use Tony Pollard a lot more. And from what you've seen so far, they've been doing that type of stuff. And I think that maybe San Francisco last year gave them the idea of how to use Pollard a little bit more, kind of like Deebo Samuel. Yesterday's practice, Zeke Elliott played fullback, I think, for 2 plays. So there's the possibility of having them two on the field at the same time. Not to mention, we don't have any fullbacks on the roster right now that are healthy. So there's the possibility that we might get more looks in practice, and maybe there's something that they see where we can start doing some of that stuff a little bit more and, causing some havoc. So I look forward to it. Mary Alvarez says, hey DMV, how you been? I have seen that Anthony Barr and Micah are having active interaction in camp. I mean, I hope that they gel. I hope that them two being together really proves to be a great relationship, and it helps take our defense to this level, because Anthony Barr was a part of some of those really good Minnesota defenses and they were good for a while under Mike Zimmer. So his familiarity with George Edwards and like you heard on the interview, him talking about, him hearing good things about DQ, I think he's going to come in and buy in, because everybody else on the defensive side has bought in. And that's what leadership is, man. Really, a lot of times you hear about, oh, we're not going to sign this guy because of this, or, oh, we're not going to go get this guy because of that. Good organizations and good leadership, when they can cast a vision and you'll buy in, you'll buy into what that vision is. And I do think that DQ has that ability in that room. So him coming in, and I think that Anthony Barr is going to have a really good time in Dallas, hoping that he stays healthy. And I think Dan Quinn is going to use him correctly. Jack Meeker says, if y'all have not done yet, done so. Help DMV out. Give him a like to grow this thing. Yeah, man. Smash that like button, man. You know what, man? I appreciate that. Look, I thought that I had that, but yeah, smash that like button, man. And like, comment, subscribe, man. These comments, man. Yeah, make sure you like it, man. Smash that like button. Let's get this algorithm up, man. Because you know what, man? We talk some good stuff in here. We have good fan interaction. You know, why can't we blow this thing up? You know what I'm saying? D Lunatic, your bigger worry, O-line, Biotish or Steele? Definitely Biotish. Even in camp a little bit, I've seen him give up ground a little bit. And last year, I think that Connor Williams took a lot of heat. And I think that Biotish got by a little bit. Biotish wasn't as great either. Biotish, Lau Collins, I thought that between them and Connor Williams, they all kind of struggled a little bit. I would like to see Biotish take it up a level this year. If not, we might be in some trouble. Good question. Good question. What's going on? I love weed, man. I hope that. Oh, my bad. You said what's up, Mary, but you did say what's up, DMV. Hey, I hope you enjoyed your birthday yesterday, man. Your 49th birthday. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I can tell y'all right now, man. I'm doing an early show. But you know, the lady left. She left, and she left me with these three kids. Man, they're upstairs right now watching TV. One of them probably will come down here at any moment, causing havoc. So what's going to happen is when one of them come down here, I'm gonna throw them on this channel real fast. I'm gonna throw them on this channel. But yeah, man, feel free. You know, keep sending questions. Keep sending questions. I'm glad that your birthday was great. I love weed. I'm glad that it was great. Special teams. I want to talk about that. So a lot of people have been asking, what should we do with the kicker position? So special teams and wide receiver, I'm going to address those two things right now. Special teams, I believe that it's time to send Garibay on his way. And I think that it's time for us to go get a veteran kicker and turn the heat up on Liram a little bit. And let's see what he's made of. You know, let's go get that veteran guy. Let's go. Let's not wait, man. Let's go get Kai Forbath. That is the guy that I want to come in here, because I know that Forbath is not only a professional veteran, he helped us last year. And I know that if anything else, he's going to push this young guy. And if this young guy can beat him out, that means we found our kicker. But I know this Garibay kid just ain't ready. He just ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that position. The wide receiver position, I feel the opposite. I want to see these young guys play. Now, in my back pocket, I know that I really want to sign a veteran. I want a T.Y. Hilton, and Emmanuel Sanders. I'm not so sure about Cole Beasley, because I don't know if he offers the same thing that those type of guys offer. But in my back pocket, those are the type of guys I want. I'm also scanning and looking at other rosters and other preseason games, because there are other stacked wide receiver rooms too. And maybe there's somebody out there that can help us. But for the time being, it makes the most sense to have these young guys go out there and prove their work. You know, use the reps to your advantage. You know, that's the one thing. You know, I talked to one of my young receivers today. And the one thing that I told him was one of my former receivers. You know, I'm always coaching, always mentoring. But I told him, you never want to take reps for granted. So go out there. Every rep is a chance to get better. And what better way for for these young guys to get better than to get thrown in the fire? And if they get thrown in the fire, that's really what makes you a player. That's what made Dak a player. Guess what? Nobody expected Tony to go down when Tony went down. Tony went down, and Dak didn't miss a beat. Hold on real fast. Sorry about that, guys. Look, yeah, yeah, exactly. Being a dad is the number one job, man. Look, I heard one of the little kids. I heard my 2-year-old, my 3-year-old upstairs crying, so I had to black it out real fast. I'm just like, oh my god, when you got three of them, man, it's tough. So I got a 12-year-old who's actually this is his second year playing football. So I actually gave up high school coaching to go coach his team. My daughter is a cheerleader, competitive cheer, so they're traveling all over the place. And then I got a 3-year-old who pretty much climbs everything, hits everything. So it's nuts. It's nuts in here, man. So it sometimes it gets crazy in the afternoons, but we got to go through it. The Lunatic. Give me your projected numbers for 88 this year. I'm looking at 95, 1,300, 12 TDs. I think that looks about accurate. He's going to get a lot more targets. They're going to move him around quite a bit. Last year, he had 1,100 yards, and he had Amari Cooper also that he was splitting the targets with, not to mention Dalton Schultz. Actually, I think Dalton Schultz numbers are probably going to grow. You'll probably see Dalton Schultz possibly get over the 1,000-yard barrier this year, and we're probably gonna have to pay him top tight end money, which I mean, at the end of the day, if he puts up over 1,000 yards, man, I think we got to pay him that money. I didn't want to pay him that money. I didn't really want to franchise him. I wanted to kind of find another option, but I mean, if he goes over 1,000 yards this year, then I think that we got to pay Schultz, and I'll eat crow because what I will say about Dalton Schultz, no matter what, even though I don't feel like he's a game breaker or he's not somebody that I would put, that I would, move around to get matchups with. He's somebody that knows the offense, and he's gotten better every year. And right now in camp, he's doing well, and him and Dak haven't missed a beat. So Dalton Schultz and CeeDee Lamb, I think, are going to feed off of each other a little bit more, being that Amari is gone. And I think that, I think we can make things work. We really just got to figure out what's going on with that other wide receiver position. I love Weed said, what position he playing my son? I don't know, man. Last year he played left tackle. This year, I don't know, man. It's actually funny. So we were playing around with it a little bit this year, but I think that he's a natural pass rusher. I don't know if he's going to be tall or not, but he has really quick hands. It's pretty explosive. So, we might be looking at another Micah. I don't want to put that in the atmosphere like that, but he does run track. He's fast. And I think that he's a defender. Lord King says, I got 4 girls, 20, 13, and 9-year-old son. Respect to you. The second oldest made me a grandpa already. Be a dad, bro. We respect it. Yeah, bro. Salute to you, man. Salute to the fathers out there, man. I'm always going to salute the moms. Don't get me wrong. But, sometimes us dads, we don't get the love. We don't always get all the love. So, I'm definitely going to give you a double salute on that one, my brother. Let's see. What else we got? DMV, man, the Lunatic is on it today. DMV, which one of your DNs, not D-Law, do you want to ball out? Because I hope Fowler has a near double-digit sack year. Sam Williams is the guy that I want to ball out. I want them to be right again with the defensive rookie. If Sam Williams can be the guy that they tell us he is, and you have Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, watch out for a long time. This defense could be scary good if Sam Williams is just what we think he is or what they've been telling us. So I need it to be Sam Williams. That steps up. My God, what's going on, CB83? Hey, you guys, look, he's a Dolphins fan, but he loves Cowboy talk. This is my teammate from Howard University. I want to get him on my show one time, and I have a funny story about him. This dude right here, but the funny story will wait when he gets on. This dude right here was one of the flyest dudes in college. He was always fresh, always chains, hats, shoes, all that. He always fresh. So here's this question. How do you think the O-line will be? Y'all lost a couple guys from that unit. That's a very good question, man. And I can't answer that until we get to hit somebody else. because what I want to know is when we play against the Broncos on the 13th, if it's just that our defensive line is that good. Because right now in camp, it looks like the defensive line has kind of shut us down a little bit or stalemated us a bit. And I think it's because our defense is really good. But I think that question will be answered a little bit more on August 13th when we line up against the Broncos. Thomas Garrett said it wouldn't surprise me if Sam Williams has 5 to 7 sacks this year. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that we would find that as a success if he has 5 to 7 sacks, because I don't necessarily believe he'll have the primary role. I think Dorrance will start there probably, you know what I'm saying? But if Sam Williams can emerge, I'm expecting him to emerge probably around November. If he can start emerging around November and, hopefully we're leading the division and we're looking like we're going to make a playoff rush. If he could start taking off around the time that we need him to get hot, I would love that. My man CB83 said any joint practices. I know we got the Rams coming up, man. If anybody in the chat could let me know what dates we got the Rams, but I know we got the Rams. The Lunatic says DMV, who looking like tight end 2 right now? McEwen seems to have that so far. Yeah, I think that's who it's going to be. I know that Dak and him in the offense last year, he got some go a little bit, and with Jarwin being out, and he stepped in a little bit and he was all right, man. I don't have anything bad to say about him. Also with Sprinkle being gone for a while, I could definitely see him stepping in and being that tight end 2 and Ferguson being tight end 3. Man. Oh, man, look. Oh, my guy Rio hit me up. Let's do a live from the Jobu Cave, checking in on each other's teams next week or something. So Rio just texted me right now, for you guys that know who Rio is, and I would love to do so. So he just texted Mark. It's really up to Mark at the end of the day, because Mark is the Jobu King. It's his cave. So I could say, yeah, I'm down all day. But shoot, if Mark says, nah, you can't come over here, then what we going to do? Let's see what else we got, man. Yeah, hey, but yeah, you guys definitely let me bring him back up here. Definitely subscribe to my guy CB83. Started the Fens take, and when I have him on next week, we're going to talk about Connor Williams, how Connor Williams looks right now, and how Cedric Wilson looks over there. Because, man, we miss Cedric Wilson right now. We're definitely missing Cedric Wilson right now, bro. Can y'all just send him back over the fence, man? We'll definitely take Cedric Wilson right now. Thomas Garrett, I guess he's talking about Sam Williams. I hope he emerged before October 30th for the Chicago game in Arlington. I'm going to that game. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Now that I've kind of taken off from high school coaching, I might be able to make a game or two this year that I didn't expect to that I didn't expect to make. I think there's a possibility that we might drive up to the Giants game, which might be cool. I've never been to that stadium. I've been, I've seen it on the highway a couple of times, but I've never been to that stadium. So that might be an experience that I'd be willing to, that I would love to have. Let's see. The Lunatic says Cowboys have a joint practice versus Denver on Friday, August 11th, before their preseason game on the 13th. So be on the lookout for that. So Friday, August 11th. My guy CB83 says, nah, we need said. Yeah, damn, man. Oh, that if there's one regret that I have from the offseason is that the Cowboys did not resign Cedric Wilson. And we're missing it, right? We were definitely missing him right now. Definitely. But Jalen Tolbert is stepping up, though. Jalen Tolbert looks pretty good. He's making contested catches. Him and Dak Prescott seem to be on a better page. And I think that Jalen's not a better page, because I don't think that there was a moment that they weren't on target with each other. But I could see him. I could see the growth. I could see him getting better every day. You're starting to see the confidence. Remember that confidence I talked about? Confidence means a lot in football. I remember when I was younger, I wasn't necessarily timid, but I wasn't as aggressive. And it took for me to have a breakout game, like 3 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden I'm walking with swagger. I'm playing a little bit better. I'm playing a little bit different. Meals taste a little bit different. The game slows down a little bit different. So the more confidence this Jalen Tolbert cat can get, the better. And if he gets it early on, watch out, because that's really ultimately what we need. We need him to get that confidence and find that moment early. Let's see. What? Cedric abandoning the slot and taking a lot of reps from Gesicki? I bet, man. Look, Dak Prescott loved him some Sayed Wilson, man. He stepped in for us quite a bit, man. He's a very good player, man, so I'm jealous. It was the Chargers, so I knew it was LA. So it's not the Rams. It was the Chargers. So the Chargers joint practice is the 17th and the 18th. That's one that I'm going to look out for too, because for our secondary, you got Keenan Allen over there. I think you got Mike Williams over there, and then you got the boy wonder at quarterback. So interested to see how our defense steps up for those joint practices there. And again, those joint practices don't mean anything. Remember last year we had a joint practice with the Rams, and Aaron Donald got manhandled by Connor Williams, which led us to believe that Connor Williams was going to have a breakout year, which he didn't have. You know what I'm saying? So the joint practices are a good look, and it's cool to see that the team is lining up against somebody else instead of themselves, and getting a different look. So that's what it's for. But, you know, it's not an end-all, be-all. Fans say, how do you guys feel about Connor Williams? McDaniel put him at center because of his experience and ability to make calls. He's had a couple high snaps. I think he'll settle in. Actually, we tried him at center last year, and the snaps, he actually messed up a couple snaps in preseason games, and we got his ass up out of there. Connor Williams' biggest drawback for us was his penalties. He might be better at guard than what y'all had, possibly, but Connor Williams, for us, it was time for us to move on. I don't think that to me, I don't think he was bad. I think he was about average. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't terrible. But he definitely wiped some big runs off the board for us, and that kind of hurt us. DMV, which DTs we keeping? We got a log jam there, it seems. 4 seem to be Neville, Osa, Ridgeway, Watkins, T. Hill, and Bohanna may be out. We'll see. You know, really Tristan Hill's making the case for himself right now, and I'm glad he's making the case, and I'm glad that all of them are making the case for themselves, because then that gives you trade bait ability down the line. Because ultimately, if somebody is missing a D tackle and they need one, and they're willing to trade you before that guy hits the street, then you pick up another pick, which I think we've done a pretty good job of picking lately. So, I mean, outside of that Amari Cooper trade and getting Willetsko, who can't really help us right now. But yeah, I think that I'm not sure right now. I'm just gonna wait and see how these preseason games go, how these snaps go. If you see Tristan Hill playing a lot with the backups, that might be a cause for concern. But we'll see, though. We'll see. I Love Weed was talking about Connor Williams. He stunk it up at center. Yeah, he definitely did. D Lunatic said T Hill needs to be, as Quinn said, consistent. So yeah, I could agree with that. You know, one day he had a monster day, one day he's getting pancaked by Tyler Smith. So I again, right now it's practice and there's up and down days, but more than anything, I think that it's better to really evaluate talent against somebody else. You guys have linebacker and O-line depth. You'd be willing to trade us Preston Williams for Preston Williams receiver. He's solid. Just hasn't been able to stay healthy, and that receiver room is loaded. See, I don't know if I need to make your trade, because if y'all gonna cut him, somebody gonna cut a loaded receiver out there somewhere, and somebody might step up in our room. You know, I'm not willing to panic there yet. I did want, you know, some veteran to step in. I wanted us to get a veteran, but I'm like, you know what, it's a little early, so let's wait. Let's wait and see how these guys do in these preseason games and these joint practices, and see if they can build some kind of confidence, some kind of continuity with the offense. And let's see if Kellen Moore can kind of trust them a little bit more. I Love Weed says 20 mil left in the cap. Do you see another move? I want Suh. I mean, I think that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy if we went ahead and made that move, man. I think we're gonna make another move. I just don't know what. I don't know what we make the move at. I don't know if it's receiver or not, but I think that that's what they're eyeing next. If I had to guess, if I had to guess too, I mean, it's been when there's smoke, there's fire. I would guess that it's going to be T.Y. Hilton. If I had, if I was a betting man, I would say it's going to be T.Y. Hilton at receiver. Oh, also we're going to probably get a kicker too. So Mary Alvarez brings up a good point. So many people giving trash talk to Diggs for getting burned in practice, but I think it's not for worry. Yeah, I agree. Last year he was getting torched too. He was getting torched by CD All Camp, and then when Amari came back, Amari torched him too. So, I mean, that just is what it is. And then it led to an All Pro year. I mean, we as people we all have bad days. So he had a bad day yesterday. It's all about how you pick. It's all about how you pick yourself up from them bad moments. And he was an All Pro. So I think that he's earned a mulligan here, guys. He'll be all right. Yeah, we need to bring back Kai Forbath. He's definitely still a free agent. I looked that up yesterday. But yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for this show. What do you guys think, man? Do you guys like it being a little bit earlier like it is right now? Because I think that might be a good look, man, just depending on how this football schedule lines up. I kind of like this slot, or maybe a little bit earlier before Mark does his 9 o'clock show. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, man, that 10 o'clock was kind of killing me a little bit. But now that I have some time, I might be able to structure it a little bit better. So let me know in the comment section, guys, if you like it being earlier, because I know some people like the happy hour stuff, people that's on the East Coast. And then on the West Coast, you might be just getting out of work, or maybe it's the last hour or two of you in your shift, and, you need something to get you by. I Love Weed says I get home after 5 Eastern Standard Time probably. So, yeah, man, I think that it was a good look doing it a little bit early today. Hopefully we have a little bit more news pretty soon, but you guys will probably see me tomorrow. I'll probably do a short video or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? Give me feedback in the comment section. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure that you like. You guys have commented, but also make sure if you haven't and you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. Pretty soon also, I just put the order in. So I got some merch coming for some giveaways. I experimented with it a couple of weeks ago, but now I have a manufacturer now where it's like I'll have some of those on hand, so it'll be out a little bit quicker. And I have so much more time now that I can get them out. So we'll have more giveaways. You'll be able to purchase DMV shirts when I get them here. I'll hang it up. I'll not hang it up, but I'll put it up so you guys can see it. Good material. They're going to be actually half polyester, half cotton. So there's going to be, more of the workout material. So, we'll start with that, and then, we'll get ready for hoodies in the fall and all of that stuff. So make sure you guys, when I pop this merch out, man, that you guys support your boy. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.